Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda. Your fears, incompletions, insecurities, nothing is needed for you to exist. Paramashiva alone is enough for you to live absolutely, blissfully, celebrating, fulfilled, complete, intensely. Ananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham. Let our biology become one with Paramashiva's biology. Let macrocosm we carry become one with microcosm. Let the microcosm we carry become one with macrocosm of Paramashiva. Let our organism become one with Paramashiva's organism. Let Paramashiva's organism become one with our organism. Let oneness become living strategy, living experience of all of us. Am the Mahavagya, do it intensely. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nityananda Sit as Paramashiva. Inhale and exhale deeply with 25 heads and 75 eyes and 50 hands. Visualize, meditate, connect with him. He is a living, alive being. Drop your form into his form and dissolve. Remember, you are a Sarupya Mukta, means your form is dissolved into his form. all my disciples, now I am initiating Salokya Mukti, Samipya Mukti, Sarubhya Mukti, Sayujya Mukti. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nityananda to exist. Paramashiva alone is enough for you to live absolutely, blissfully, celebrating, fulfilled, complete, intensely. Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham.
And on verbs, Nityananda.
Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nityananda
Nityananda Paramashivoham Om 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 Nityananda Paramashivoham Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Nityananda Paramashivoham Om 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 Nityananda Paramashivoham Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Nityananda Paramashivoham Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Paramashivoham Om Nitya Om Nityananda Ananda Paramashivohananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda 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 Nityananda Paramashivoham Om 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 Nityananda Paramashivoham Paramashivoham Om Nityananda 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 Ananda Paramananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashananda
308 asana sequence as revealed by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Let us all get ready for the yoga. Apply vibhuti and kumkum. Bring our panchapadram and udani, 1 cup with a spoon with some water for the ritualistic cleansing. Let's place our yoga mats down, get seated, wear our rudraksha malas, and get ready for the yoga. Now everyone please settle down on your yoga mats and get seated in a comfortable cross-legged position with your head, neck and spine in a straight line. As we are starting the yoga session with a Sadguru Vandanam, keep your hands in Namaskara Mudra in front of the heart center. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, visualize Swamiji as we open the session.
Nityanandam Paramasukhadam Kevalam Jnanamurim Dvandvatidam.
Next, we will invoke Paramashiva's presence by chanting the Shiva Mula mantra Om Ham Haum Shivaya Namaha 11 times. Please follow along internally.
Om Ham Haum Shivaya Namaha. 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 Om Ham Haum Shivaya Namaha.
Next, we will perform the Tattvachamanam, the ritualistic cleansing. Now, take your Panchapadram and Udani. Keep your right hand in the Gokarana Mudra in the shape of a cow's ear, like our Acharyas are demonstrating. Take 1 Udani of water, 1 spoon of water, pour it into your right palm, and each time the word
Om Shivatattvam Shodhayami Svadha.
Now, what index, middle and ring fingers join together, touch above your upper lip and below the lower lip, and wash your hand again. With the index finger and thumb joined together, touch your right nostril and your left nostril. With ring finger and thumb together, touch your right eye, right ear and left ear. Wash your hand over top of the left and
Paramashiva Prityartham Shri Nityanandeshwari Paramashakti Avishkarana
Let us briefly cover the components of Kailasas Nityanda Yoga before we enter into the actual yoga practice. Yoga is the ritual of experiencing the divine union, Paramashiva entering into man. Experience Paramashivatva, Paramashivoham, that you indeed are the divine, by preparing your physical body with asana postures, aligning your body to the cosmic geometry, preparing your nervous system, pranayama, breathing techniques, infusing prana into your system from seeping out, and closing circuits, activating specific parts of the body, the brain, activating the subtle brain grooves, and all the way to the higher centers, and preventing it from falling down again. Internally aligning your internal organs to Paramashiva. Bandhas are being performed by contracting certain diaphragms in the body. The bandhas we are going to perform are of three kinds. The Mula Bandha, the root lock. As you contract your perineal floor and pull it up, you are preventing the prana from seeping out, the Kundalini Shakti. The Uddiyana Bandha, the stomach lock, by contracting your stomach muscles above and below the navel and pulling the navel in and up towards your spine, you're intensely pushing the Kundalini Shakti upwards through the central nadi. And the Jalandhara Bandha, the throat lock, as you tuck your chin to the chest and internally contract your throat muscles. Internally locking the throat, you're preventing the downward flow of the prana and keeping the Kundalini Shakti that was forced upwards in the higher chakras. Together performed, this makes Mahamudra Bandha, which is an intense technique for Kundalini awakening. Next up is Karana, the sacred dance postures as preserved throughout various temples in India, carved in stone, frozen in time. These dance movements, as you move your limbs and various body parts in synchronicity, awaken an intense awareness within your being and lead to a subtle breathing flow that intensifies the prana uptake as you align your body movements to the cosmic movements. Next up is the visualization. For each of the asanas, we are projecting a visualization in the top right corner of the screen. Hold the visualization and embody the essence that the asana is supposed to be. By aligning your thinking to Paramashiva, you manifest Mano Shakti, the power of thought. Next up is the japa, the internal repetition of a mantra. As you visualize the mantra rotating around your throat in a circular way, like a prayer wheel, for example, it's cleansing your Vishuddhi chakra, your throat chakra, activating the power of speech by aligning your speech to Paramashiva and excreting the nectar, the amrita, from your throat, rejuvenating your body. Next up is the external chanting of a mantra. Our acharyas are going to chant the sacred mantras and scripture references for all the asanas, giving the correct context and providing a high energy space by chanting the words of Mahadeva himself. As you practice yoga, your aura is opening up and you're susceptible to external energies. So we are providing the highest energy space to keep your aura protected and raise your energy. The next component is weightlifting. Bodybuilding is a spiritual practice as per the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. That is why weightlifting is included in Nityanda Yoga, intensifying the yoga practice in certain asanas, leading to intense Kundalini awakening, and again strengthening your body and nervous system throughout the yoga practice. Keep weights close to the mat. We are going to point out in which asanas it is recommended to hold weights to intensify the yoga practice. Next up is mandala. Mandalas are the visual representation of gods and goddesses, the macrocosmic energies mapped into a microscopic scale for us to imbibe and reflect in our nervous system. Gaze at a yantra, at a mandala, intensely, but gently, like you would gaze at a rose. It will be reflected in your nervous system, and the macrocosmic energies will be reflected in your microcosmos. Next up is abharana, the traditional Rudraksha jewelry is. Finally, we have Aushadha, the sacred alchemy products. Ingested or applied on the skin, they infuse prana into the system, and they are capable of healing even the most severe chronic diseases. Finally, with all those components together, the most important component, obviously, is the Diksha, the direct initiation, the Shaktipada of the living avatar. All those components, practicing Nityananda Yoga, you are being prepared to be a vessel to hold the spiritual energy poured over you in the darshan for a longer period of time, leading to permanent transformation and the awakening of powers. Right after the yoga practice, we are going to have a power manifestation session. So stay tuned after the yoga session, and immediately after this intense Kundalini awakening, perform the power manifestation, manifest the Shaktis of Paramashiva. With all the components covered, let us now start into the first asana of the sequence. As you sit straight with your head, neck and spine in a straight line, in a cross-legged position, place your hands on top of the knees in Bindu Mudra. Engage all three bandhas, the Mula Bandha, the root lock, Uddiyana Bandha, the stomach lock, the fire being kindled in your stomach region, rising up your spine, and internally chant the japa.
Jitam jena jitam tena jagatrayam.
Next up is Parvatasana. Now bring your legs into Padmasana by placing the feet onto opposite thighs. Join your hands together in Anjali Mudra and raise them up above your head. Keep your elbows straight, engage all three bandhas, Mahamudra Bandha, as you visualize yourself as Mount Kailash.
अथ वक्षे महादेव पर्वतासन मंगलम यत्कृत्वा स्थिररूपी स्यात् षट्चक्रादिविलोपनम्.
Next up is Halipavasana. Now extend your feet forward and bring the soles of the feet together. As you interlock your fingers behind your back, place your forehead on the ground behind the heels. Gaze towards your nose. Perform all three bandhas as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
पूर्व विधियाहु मे जानो उभय पगतली संपुट ठानो पिष्ट पछेदो वो करल्या वो दक्षिण करसो वाम गहावो.
Now maintain your feet extended forward with the soles together. Stretch your arms out in front, cup your palms and place them on the ground in front of the feet as you place your forehead on the ground behind the heels. Gaze towards your nose, visualize yourself as a snake as you perform all three bandhas and now hold onto the big toes in Prana Mudra with index and middle fingers. Stretch your legs forward and up, and then cross them into Padmasana. Place your elbows down on the ground as you engage all three bandhas and visualize yourself as a bird.
अथान्यतासनं वक्ष्ये येन सिद्धो भवेन्नरः अकस्माद् वायुसञ्चारं कोकिलाख्यासनेन च.
Next up is Nityasana. Now cross your ankles and knees, hold on to opposite elbows, and start rotating your arms in a circle. Perform all three bandhas. Gaze to your nose as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
गोड़ा बामा पाद की आशमा हिली सोज दश चरण को वारलौता परिगुल्फ समोय.
The next asana is Gajasana. Now place your hands flat on the ground, shoulder width apart. Raise your hips up, and then scoop your head and chest forward and down again and again as you visualize yourself as an elephant and perform Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha.
युब्जं पादाग्रे भूमौ कृत्वा लम्बी भुजा मस्तकाग्रे निधाय.
The next asana is Vrikshasana. From the same position, alternate pressing one heel into the ground while lifting the other heel up. Visualize yourself as a bear as you apply Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha.
एकैकं पादमाकुञ्च गजासनं कुर्यात् वृक्षासनं भवति.
Now rise up into Vaishyana Bandha and Mula Bandha.
केशेन पादयुगलं बद्ध्वा तिष्ठेत् अधोमुखः अथ वैश्यावक्षे यत्कृत्वा सत्यवान् भवेत्.
Next up is Urdhva Janukarana. Now stand in Adimandi posture with the heels together, toes pointing outwards and your knees bent. Bring your hands to the chest and then raise one knee up along the center of the body. Follow along with the respective hand in a circular motion again and again on both sides. The next asana is Balalingasana. Now interlace your fingers from the outside in Sarvashankari Mudra. Take one knee and pull it up towards your chest. Stand straight on the mat. Engage all Tribandhas with both hands. Keep your head, neck and spine straight. Engage all Tribandhas as you visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
स्थित्वैकस्मिन् पादतले कराभ्यां वेष्टयेत्तनुं पृष्ठे संस्थाप्य यत्नेन पादपीडनमासनम्.
Next up is Natarajasana. Now hold the sole of the foot from the inside. Kick the leg back and up as you lean forward, extending the other arm with the hand in Bindu Mudra. Visualize yourself as Lord Nataraja as you perform the Mula Bandha.
उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकं नटराजं त्रिकोणं च सुप्ताङ्गुष्ठप्रसारणे.
Now stand on the other leg. Repeat Balalingasana on the other side.
एकं जानुरसि आलिङ्ग्य स्थातव्यं बाललिङ्गनं भवति.
Now pull the foot behind towards your butt. Now hold the sole of the foot, lean forward with your arm extended. Visualize yourself performing the cosmic dance as Lord Nataraja from Arimandi position. Heels together, toes pointing outwards and knees bent. Step. Next up is Katichina Karna. Now stand in Arimandi posture, heels together, toes pointing outwards and knees bent. Cross your arms above your head with the palms facing backwards. As you open your hips to one side, uncross the arms, return to the center, and repeat the movement on both sides again and again. The next asana of the sequence is Tadasana. Now stand on the tips of your toes, raise your arms up above your head, keep the palms parallel. As you visualize yourself as a palm tree, engage all the bandhas, keep breathing in Samana Kumbhaka, inhaling deeply into your stomach and visualizing a flame rising up your spine as you internally chant the new japa Shivoham.
महामुद्राबद्धकोनो ताडासनविभेदकान् विनोत्तानं सदा कुर्यादन्तर्पत्नीपतिप्रिया.
The next asana is Uttanasana. As you stand on the mat, lean forward and down and place your hands flat on the mat. If you can't reach the floor, just lean as low as you can, no problem. Bring your head in towards the knees as much as possible. Engage all three bandhas, engage your core. As you visualize Swamiji in your inner space, Lakshvasana. Now place your hands shoulder width apart and step your feet back into a tall plank position. Now engage the perineal floor in Mula Bandha. Tuck your chin to the chest in Jalandhara Bandha and start rotating your head from side to side. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space as you The next asana is Bhujangasana. Now lower your body down onto your stomach and keep your hands next to the perform the Mula Bandha and visualize yourself as a cobra.
अंगुष्ठनाभिपर्यन्तम् अधोभूमौ विन्यसेत् कराभ्यां च धरां धृत्वा ऊर्ध्वशीर्षफणीवहि.
In Sahaja Kumbhaka, leading the prana along the spine as you perform the Mula Bandha. Exchange the front knee bend at a 90.
वासिष्ठमथ कौण्डिन्यम् ऊर्ध्वकुक्कुटमेव च अष्टावक्रमथोत्थानं मयूरं सेतुबन्धनम्.
Join your hands together in Anjali Mudra and raise them up above your head. Keep your elbows straight. Now bring the raised foot to the opposite hip. Keep your hands together in Namaskara Mudra in front of the heart center as you visualize yourself as Lord Garuda in Garudasana.
गरुडासनमावक्षे येन ध्यानं स्थिरं भवेत् सर्वदोषाद् विनिर्मुक्तो भवतीह महाबली. निधायतु तिष्ठेत् वृक्षवद्भूमौ वृक्षासनमावक्षे.
And bring your hands in Brahmari Kumbhaka. From the same position, extend one leg forward. Keep the
कंबाद.
Next.
पादमेकं प्रसार्य तत्पादाग्रं संस्पृश्य तत्करेण पादतलं संस्थाप्य त्वेकपादकम् एकं
Under the
पाणि होय वैसे एडी दो गुदानि वैसे कोर भगत
thumb of the Mahanirvani Pita. As you raise your
गोड़ा जंघा अधर करी रहे आठ
Hani Pavasana. Now place your hands flat on the ground, shoulder width apart. Bring your elbows onto your arms towards your armpits. Lean forward and down as you lift your feet up. Balance on your arms and visualize Swamiji in your inner space. Into a headstand.
शीशी शीशा धरती टेकी भगदो
Place the hands to balance on your arms as you gaze to your third eye. Visualize yourself as a peacock, opposite direction. And lean forward, balance on your arms. Extend your legs. Rakshvasana, the plank position, as you then step one foot outside the respective shoulder in between the two hands. Push your hips forward, engage the Mula Bandha as you gaze to your third eye. Visualize yourself as Lord Kala Bhairava.